Fortnite Shockin' Awesome has already been out for a few days, but there's still a lot to get used to, so here's a guide to every new gameplay change from new guns, new bugs, and a whole lot more. Starting off with probably the most significant change this season, the OXR ranking system. It works similarly to the superhero rank from last season, where every player starts at C, and you can rank up by eliminating bugs, other players, and opening chests. However, it isn't exactly the same, as when you rank up, an OXR drop pod containing loot and a super soldier boon will be sent to your location. There are also unique unlocks at different ranks. At rank A, you'll gain access to bunkers containing an exotic weapon, and the rank S plus drop pods will give you a mythic. The most obvious addition is the bugs, which are everywhere, so let's run through them one by one. First, the Swarmer. These guys are the smallest and most common bug on the island. They have 35 HP, so they're pretty easy to kill, and they do 3 damage per hit, which might be a low number, but their strength lies in numbers. So make sure to eliminate them before they swarm you. Next is the Bomber. The Bomber bugs are larger with 500 health, and they attack by burrowing underground and attacking from a range. They're larger and pretty scary, but not as scary as the Queen, the largest bug you can find. The Queens are the bosses of this map, so they have 3000 health and have a wide array of attacks, including a body slam. To award you for your efforts, all 3 of them drop a different medallion, and that leads us into the next section, the medallions. There are 3 medallions this season, starting with the Surge medallion found at the Hive. This will give you increased movement speed and a speed boost when sliding. The Spring Leg medallion at Demon's Debris gives you double jump with no fall damage, but only after the second jump. Finally, the Carapace medallion at Ranger's Ruin gives you 50 health siphon and shield regen up to 50 at 3 shield per second. But medallions aren't the only power-ups this season. We have 7 new boons to talk about, starting with the standard ones. Agile aiming gives you faster speed and reduces both recoil and spread while aiming. Extended magazine increases your clip size for all your weapons, and future storm circles are revealed to you with the storm forecast boon. That's not all though, because super soldier boons can be found from the OXR drops mentioned earlier, and higher rank boons will include buffs from previous ranks. At rank B, you can sprint for longer with less energy consumption. Rank A increases your reload speed, and you'll gain reduced recoil and spread at rank S. Finally, at rank S+, you'll have unlimited stamina and increased sprint speed. But of course, it isn't a new season without new weapons, and there are loads to talk about, but first, let's go over the unvaults. Fan favourite weapons like the Hammer Assault Rifle have made its way back into the loot pool, alongside the Stinger SMG, Shockwave Launcher, and Flare Gun. Healing items such as Medmist and Flowberry Fizz have also returned, and mythic variants of the classic Assault Rifle and Havoc Pump Shotgun can be found in rank S drop pods. Okay, now I'm going to showcase the new weapons, starting with the OXR Rifle. The stats are pretty standard for an assault rifle, and the gun can be compared to the Nemesis from Chapter 5. Overall, it's a pretty solid choice for a primary weapon, and it could be the best spray weapon currently in the game. Next is the Sweeper Shotgun. This is the tactical shotgun of the season, so it has high damage with 7 shots per magazine, and the fire rate is obviously going to be quite fast as well. The sideways spread is interesting, and it doesn't really affect damage output, but it's especially useful for clearing out swarms of bugs. The better shotgun this season, however, is definitely the Wrecker Revolver. While it might be called a revolver, the stats and the spread are identical to that of a shotgun, but the difference is the range. I'm not sure if this is intended, but the gun deals insane damage at mid to long range. Also, the stats are in every way better than the Sweeper Shotgun, and yes, you can swap between the two with no cooldown. It's only a matter of time before Fortnite prevents this, because this combo is devastating at close range. Moving on to the more exciting weapons, the Bug Blaster shoots relatively slow projectiles and can be charged up to 100 damage. You can get them from destroying hive stashes, and the AoE effect is especially useful for damaging someone hiding behind cover. Next, the Swarm Strike Rocket Launcher. This gun shoots multiple rockets at a time, with each doing 35 damage. There is a catch, however. If you aim down sights and shoot, you'll be able to guide the rockets with your camera, allowing for better tracking if a target is moving, especially if it's a vehicle. Finally, the Lead Splitter 3000 minigun. Each shot does a very small amount of damage, but the massive fire rate and magazine size make up for that. You can shred through anything with this gun, but it deserves a very long reload time at 7 whole seconds. That was a lot of new weapons, but we're not done yet. Fortnite added 5 new exotic items that you can find in the rank A OXR bunkers, and here they are. The Eradicator OXR rifle will deal increased damage if you land subsequent hits. The Double Trouble is 2 legendary pump shotguns that you can swap between with no cooldown. The Shock and Slow Shockwave Launcher is interesting because it will slow enemies down mid-air after being shockwaved, giving you time to shoot them out the sky. The Marksman Wrecker Revolver, probably the best exotic here, is a revolver with a headshot multiplier and increased hipfire rate. Finally, the Slapberry Fizz is a Flowberry Fizz that holds 400 shield and grants a slap effect on using it. It also heals white health, which is very useful. Well, that's everything you need to know about Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 4 Shockin' Awesome. Hopefully this video was helpful in understanding everything new, because there's a lot to learn. But that's all for now. Subscribe for more Fortnite news. You've been listening to Core FN.